Okay, good afternoon, one and all. Previous sessions we have discussed about the fermentation process, but now in this session we are now going to discussing about the detailed information of our fermentation technology. So in our India, mostly the people are preferring the which one food, just like the bakery food. So in that our bakery food, which one yeast is present there, just like the Saccharomyces cerevisiae yeast is mostly using in the bakery product. Why the Saccharomyces cerevisiae we are using there? Because of Saccharomyces cerevisiae gives the more yield. It is a powerful yield, and Saccharomyces cerevisiae is a yeast most used for the productions of the alcohol. Okay, so now this one diagrammatic representation is nothing but the in that our whole product Saccharomyces cerevisiae is now present here. Okay, why we are using the Saccharomyces cerevisiae here? Because we are also using the fermentation technology. In that fermentation technology, you can be also use the yeast, and when we are using the yeast, the yeast gives the more production of the alcohol. That's why we are now going to discussing this one. So now second, कि what are the objectives of the fermentation. चलो अभी we are discussing about कि चलो objective क्या होनी चाहिए. हमने तो we have seen कि what is mean by fermentation. Fermentation is nothing but simply metabolic process that in which large molecule is converted into the simpler molecules. Okay, so this one phenomenon is nothing but your fermentation. So now secondly, you understand कि major objective of the fermentation. Okay, so what are the objective क्या क्या होने चाहिए उसके बारे में हम थोड़ा डिस्कस करेंगे. Okay, so now to produce a large amount of microbial cells or the biomass. Biomass is nothing but the large microbial colonies. So now one question in your mind, colonies means what? Colonies is nothing but the group of the microorganisms. In that one colony is approximately total 60 microorganisms are now present. Okay, you understand क्या है हमारा first to produce a large amount of microbial cells or the biomass. ये हमारा first objective रहेगा उसके अंदर. Now second is nothing but the to produce the microbial enzymes. Yes, in the previous lectures we have already told you कि now suppose we want the productions of the enzyme, we want the productions of the antibiotics, we want the any productions. This is our main motto. So now you understand. Third is the to produce the microbial metabolite. Metabolite is nothing but the, yes, you can be also understand metabolite is nothing but the food is converted into the energy. So this one is nothing but you can use the metabolites here. Now to produce the recombinant product. So what is mean by recombinant? Recombinant in Hindi you can be also called as the dobara. Okay, suppose we have already used this one thing, then we can be also using this. So that's why called as the recombinant. Example क्या होगा? Productions of the several vaccines. So this is the main objectives of our fermentation technology. First is nothing but the to produce the microbial biomass. Second is nothing but the to produce the microbial metabolites. Third is nothing but the to produce the microbial enzymes. And fourth is nothing but the to produce the recombinant product. So these are the main objectives of the fermentation. Okay, so now you understand. Secondly when we go for the basic steps for the fermentation process. अभी उसके अंदर we have seen the objectives. Now in this PPT presentations we have also now seen the which one part, just like the basic steps for the fermentation process. So which one first, that is the formulation of the fermentation media. So it is the most IMP process, most IMP step in that our fermentation technology. So for formulation of fermentation media, suppose we have a different type of media, but now which media is suitable for the productions of different type of the amylase, production of different type of the antibiotic, productions of different types of the alcohol. So proper selection of media, it is the most IMP factor in the fermentation technology. Suppose we are not going to choose the proper media, then our yield will lost there. So that's why it is a necessary, it is a mandatory to identify the proper media. Okay. Now second is nothing but the sterilization. Why the sterilization means what? Sterilization, it is the process that in which we are now doing the process कि any type of the unwanted microorganisms can enter there. So we want to easily remove. So that's time we are also doing the sterilization process. So you understand. sterilization in that fermentation of media. You can be also use sterilization for the fermenters and other equipments. Why we are doing sterilization? Because of unwanted microorganisms are now present in the fermenter, unwanted microorganisms present in the media, unwanted microorganisms present in the equipment. So that's why it is a mandatory, it is a necessary to do the sterilization. Now second part is nothing but the inoculum preparation. Inoculum preparation is nothing but the totally related of our microorganism. Which type of microorganisms we are now using here? Okay, inoculum is nothing but the pure culture of our microorganism. Okay, so simply you understand क्या होता है यहाँ पे pure culture means what? कि suppose we have a culture of the E. coli, we have a culture of the Saccharomyces cerevisiae, we have a culture of the Aedes pseudomonas fluorescens. So now inoculum formation, production of an active pure culture is a sufficient quantity to inoculate into the production of the vessels. Now you understand क्या करना हमें यहाँ पे कि suppose we want to more yield, suppose we want to more production, okay, we want to do more production of the amylase. So that time pure culture is nothing but your inoculum. First you understand, and we want fresh inoculum culture. Suppose we are now taking the old inoculum culture, so that time our yield will decrease there. So first you understand, suppose we are now going to doing the AD production part, so that time we want the fresh culture, just like 24 hours now. Okay. Now then, that is fermentation. First our most time that is the formulation media. First we want